राय शशाङ्कशेखराय शाश्वतनिजावासाय निराभासाय निरामयाय निर्मलाय निर्लोभाय निर्मदाय निश्चिन्ताय निरहङ्काराय निरङ्कुशाय निष्कलङ्काय निर्गुणाय निष्कामाय निरुपप्लवाय निरवध्याय निरन्तराय निष्क्रोधाय निरन्तकाय निष्प्रपञ्चाय निःशङ्काय निर्द्वन्द्वाय निराधाराय निरागाय निष्क्रोधाय निर्मलाय निष्पापाय निर्भयाय निर्विकल्पाय निर्भेदाय निष्क्रियाय निस्तुलाय निःशंशयाय निरञ्जनाय निरुपमभिभवाय नित्य शुद्ध बुद्ध परिपूर्ण सच्चिदानन्दाद्वयाय परमशान्तस्वरूपाय तेजोरूपाय तेजोमयाय जय जय रुद्र महारौद्र भद्रावतार महाभैरव कालभैरव कल्पान्तभैरव कपालमालाधर खट्वाङ्ग खड्ग चर्म पाशाङ्कुश डमरू शूल चाप भान गदा शक्ति भिन्दिपाल तोमर मुसल मुद्गर पाश परिग भुषुण्डी शतग्नि चक्राद्यायुत भीषणकर सहस्रमुखदंश्राकरालवदन विकटाट्टहास विस्फारित ब्रह्माण्ड मंडल नागेन्द्र कुंडल नागेन्द्रहार नागेन्द्रवलय नागेन्द्र शर्मधर मृत्युंजय त्रयंबक त्रिपुरांतक विश्वरूप विरूपाक्ष विश्वेश्वर वृषभवाहन विश्वतोमुख सर्वतो रक्ष रक्ष मां ज्वल ज्वल महामृत्युम् अपमृत्युभयं नाशय नाशय क्षोरभयम् उच्छादय उच्छादय विषजर्पभयं शमय शमय चोरान् मारय मारय मम शत्रून् उच्छादय उच्छादय त्रिशूलेन विधारय विधारय कुठारेण भिन्दि भिन्दि खड्गेन छिन्दि छिन्दि खट्वाङ्गेन विपोतय विपोतय मुसलेन निष्पेषय निष्पेषय बाणैः सन्ताडय सन्ताडय रक्षांसि भीषय भीषय अशेषभूतानि विद्रावय विद्रावय कुष्माण्ड वेताल मारीच ब्रह्मराक्षसगणान् सन्त्रासय सन्त्रासय माम् अभयं कुरु कुरु मित्रस्त्वं माम् आश्वासय आश्वासय नरकमहाभयान् माम् उद्धर उद्धर सञ्जीवय सञ्जीवय क्षुद्रेभ्यां माम् आप्याय आप्याय दुःखादुरं माम् आनन्दय आनन्दय शिवकवचेन माम् आच्छादय आच्छादय मृत्युञ्जय त्र्यम्बक सदाशिव नमस्ते नमस्ते देवदेवोत्तम देवता सार्वभौम अखिलांडकोटि ब्रह्मांड नायक श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव द्राविड वेद प्रिय द्राविड वेदम अवधारय शिवा तिरुचित्रंबलम तोडुडय सेवियन विडयेरिवोतुवेन मदिसूडी காடுடைய சுடலை படி பூசியனுள்ளம் கவர்கல்வன் ஏடுடைய மலரால் முனை நான் பணிந்தேத்த அருள் செய்த பீடுடைய பிரமாபுரமேவிய பெம்மானிவனன்றே முற்றல் ஆமை இள நாகமோடு என முளைக்கொம்பு அவை பூண்டு வற்றல்லோடு கலனா பலிந்தேனதுள்ளம் கவர்கல்வன் கற்றல் கேட்டல்லுடையார் பெரியார் கழல் கையால் தொழுதெத்த பெற்றம் ஊர்ந்த பிரமாபுரமேவிய பெம்மானிவனன்றே நீர் பரந்த நிமிர் புன்சடை மேலோர் நிலா வெண்மதி சூடி ஏற்பரந்த இனவெல்வனை சோர என்னுள்ளம் கவர்கல்வன் ஊர் பரந்த உலகின் முதலாகிய ஓரூர் இது என்ன போர் பரந்த பிரமாபுரமேவிய பெம்மானிவனன்றே சிவா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். The next offering of the Uttamottama Seva is the offering of ಪರಮಶಿವಶಕ್ತಿ ಆವಿಷ್ಕರಣ. ದೇವದೇವೋತ್ತಮ ದೇವತಾ ಸಾರ್ವಭೌಮ ಅಖಿಲಾಂಡ ಕೋಟಿ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡ ನಾಯಕ ಶ್ರೀ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದೇಶ್ವರಿ ಪರಾಶಕ್ತಿ ಸಮೇತ ಶ್ರೀ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದೇಶ್ವರ ಪರಮಶಿವ ಪರಮಶಿವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಆವಿಷ್ಕರಣ ಪ್ರಿಯ ಪರಮಶಿವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಆವಿಷ್ಕರಣಂ ಅವಧಾರಿಕ.
केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nithyanandam, we welcome all the visitors, viewers, Kailaya-vasis, watching from all over the world from various Kailasas to this segment of today's Uttamottama Seva, the offering of Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana. So, for the past few days, Swamiji has revealed yet another extraordinary gift to the entire humanity, and that is by reviving the Rudrakanya Yogini Sampradaya, where 24/7 all the yoginis have been blessed to express and manifest extraordinary Shaktis of Paramashiva, and this is happening currently in three of the major Kailasas, which is Adi Kailash, and in Gujarat Kailash, and in Shyamala Peetam. In all these three places where Swamiji has blessed this 24/7 power manifestation to happen, is open to the entire world, and anybody can join in, and anybody can experience and witness these extraordinary Shaktis. So, before directly entering into the Shakti Avishkarana, I would like to tell all of you who is watching this and listening to this, do not waste time, do not wait for anybody else to come and join you. Jump into it and get ready to witness these extraordinary power manifestations from the yoginis of the Nithyananda Rudrakanya Sampradaya. As you all know, Swamiji has been sharing all this exciting news directly from his Facebook itself. So actually, I would like to read out what Swamiji has blessed the whole humanity with today. So Swamiji has told that I am going to come live on 21st June 2019 and accept Pratiksha Pada Puja and reveal some of the secrets of Yoga of Paramashiva in the powerful webinar Yoga of Meenakshi and Sundareshwara. Kailasa in Madurai, Shyamala Pita Sarvanya Pitam is now international. The doors are open for everyone. All caste, creed, gender, nationalities, everyone are welcome. 24 by 7 online with all services available completely free of charge. Learn the Alpha to Omega of Sanatana Hinduism. Classes teaching all the Hinduism related spiritual principles authenticated with scriptural reference along with Shastra Pramana, Apta Pramana, and Sakshi Pramana. Experience the superconsciousness of Paramashiva manifesting through Nithyananda yogis. Continuous paramanifestation sessions from altering the blood pressure to changing the facial features, etc. Just through the power of the third eye. Spiritual counseling will be available for all age groups, completely based on science of completion in the most powerful way. Get solutions and guidance directly from the cosmic archives through the powerful Akashic readings. Any pain, disorders, or diseases, receive the powerful spiritual healing for it, even through online. So, Swamiji has opened up such a huge opportunity, literally, where Meenakshi and Sundareshwara, in the form of Balasans and Power Manifestes, are being available 24 by 7 internationally. So rather than actually me reading it out, I'm sure when you go to Swamiji's Facebook and read it yourself, you're going to have his own blessings also. So don't miss it. You can go to Facebook and search for Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam and view Swamiji's post, like it and share it so that the entire world is aware about this great opportunity. So without any further delay, I would like to enter into today's Shakti Avishkarna. In today's Paramashiv Shakti Avishkarna, I'm going to be manifesting this power of reading one's inner space through the Kristasila. Basically, I'm going to be using this granite slab. And saying this, I'll be reading out whatever Paramashiva is projecting onto this Kristasila. Basically, entering into the space of oneness with Paramashiva, I'll be scanning all the, you can say, fluctuations that is happening in the inner space. So today along with me I have Manitya Pranava, who is an Kailayavasi in Adi Kailash for about 10 months. So she wanted to experience this scanning and healing. So now I'm going to be chanting the Mahavakya and looking into the Kristasila and revealing whatever Paramashiva is projecting. So before entering into the Shakti, I would like to chant the Shastra Pramana for this Shakti. The Shastra Pramana is directly from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 84, Dharana 61. आकाशां विमलं पश्यन् कृत्वा दृष्टिं निरन्तरां स्तब्धात्मा तक्षणात् देवी भैरवं वपुराप्नुयात्. The translation of this verse goes: looking at the spotless, infinite etheric space, Akasha, beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye without blinking continuously and make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space, Bhairava. I'm going to be chanting the Mahavakya, and by entering into the space of oneness with Paramashiva, I'll be seeing in this Krisasila to reveal to Ma Pranava the fluctuations that is happening in her inner space and what she needs to do to align it and to experience the space of completion. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. there is actually a very strong connection with Swamiji from past many births, and it's been like intense tapas which has got you here. And also, I could see another thing was that like your entire family itself is actually it was all from tapas that all of you had performed in various forms in your past birth, and that has got you here. And I could see that in this birth, all you need to do is to actually come out of the identity of yours, which is continuously affecting you. It can be like in any situation. There's one component of yours that you feel very much attached to it, and which you cannot let go of, and that component gets affected in any kind of situation. Let going of that identity is not continuously manifesting powers, and understand you are none other than Paramashiva. Actually, I could also see a very beautiful example. See, like how we have sun, right? So, for us to put in easier terms, sun is basically the cosmos. All the rays, all the sun rays that falls all over is nothing but the extension of the sun, right? So, like that, the sun and its rays, like that, the cosmos and its extensions are us. So we are nothing but the sun rays. We are not anything separate from the sun. We are part of the sun. And if you place a mirror, the ray comes and gets reflected. So that mirror is the body, which reflects the consciousness. We flow through the body, but we are not the body. You can say we are the body also. Understanding this example itself is actually a very powerful cognition. See, what happens to us when we get any disease? It's like the mirror gets cracked, and we start feeling incomplete, thinking we, like the body, is me, and I'm getting affected. That is the cognition which is affecting us, and which is why we're having so many health problems, and we care so much for the way we look outside, and we start doing like plastic surgery and all those. As long as we think we're the body, as long as we think we're the mirror, we are going to be so much dependent on how the mirror is framed, on how the mirror is shining, and how the mirror is. But understand, how much ever you may alter the mirror, the rays are not going to get affected. Even if the mirror gets broken, it's just that the ray skips from one piece of the mirror to the other piece of the mirror. So even when this body dies, it's the like how the ray moves from one piece of the mirror to the other piece. The same way, the consciousness that is flowing through this body starts flowing through another body. So understanding this whole thing will actually make you realize that we are foolishly thinking that we are the body or the mind or the emotions or the identity. But when we realize we are Paramashiva, you will just know anything that you do, anything that you're saying, talking about, thinking about, what you're doing, everything is nothing but just an expression of that space of Paramashiva of yours. And the best way to realize this is by manifesting the powers and witnessing these extraordinary Shaktis. So, this is actually the powerful cognition for you, and you will have to intensely work on this and understand that the identity that you're carrying, that you're so much dependent upon, that you're clinging on to, will not help you in any way, because that identity itself is a false thing. So, Ma Pranava, you can go ahead and share whatever you feel about the revelation.
Thank you for giving me a great insight, and I'm happy. Mm, but this one incompletion attachment, what you said, and I have to intensely work on it to realize that I'm body also. but it's a reflection of Paramashiva, and surely I will work on that component which is disturbing. How it started?
Actually, yeah, we'll have like thousands of questions that comes up in us when we try to contemplate and understand this cognition. All you need to do is to do an intense vakyarthasas, what is called as a debate. You can put it like that. So you just need to continuously ask yourself that question, because it is you the one who started to feel that you're the body. So you need to ask that question inwards towards yourself. So thank you, Ma, for joining us
Thank
today, and thank you all for witnessing this power manifestation and this happening of Paramashiva. So I would like all of you there to join any of the meditations that is being telecasted 24 by 7 by the yoginis of the Nithyananda Sampradaya, and experience for yourself the ultimate transformation by the state, space, and powers of Paramashiva. With this, we are offering our gratitude at the feet of Paramashiva in Parashakti in the form of His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Thank you, Nithyananda.
you. Great.
Announcing for Vadyam. Uttamottama Seva is the offering of Tirukailaya Vadyam. देवदेवोत्तम देवता सार्वभौम अखिलांड कोटि ब्रह्मांड नायक श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर पर तिरु कैलाय वाद्य प्रिय तिरु कैलाय वाद्यम अवधारय.
దేవదేవోత్తమ శివ ఇది The next offering of the Uttamotama Seva is the offering of Nritya Seva. Devadevottama Devata Sarabhuma Akilanda Kodi Brahmanda Nayaka Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Nritya Priya Nrityam Avadharya.
Tatti ya teyum tat tattam kita taka ditti ya teyum dit tattam kita taka tatti ya teyum tat tattam kita taka thalam kutum tat kita targadum dam dittam kita taka dei tatti kita taka dam dittam kita taka dei tatti kita taka dam dittam kita taka dei tatti kita tagadam dittam kita tagadim tadim 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 dam dittam kita tagadei tatte kita tagadam dittam kita tagadim tadim 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 dam didam tadi kita tagadei tadi tadi kita tagadam didam tadi kita tagadei tadi tadi kita tagadam didam tadi kita tagadei tadi tadi kita tagadam didam tadi kita tagadei tadi tatakadagadam didam didam tadi kita tagadei tadi tadi kita tagadam didam tadi kita tagadei tadi tadi kita tagadam didam tadi kita tagadei tadi tadi kita tagadam didam tadi kita tagadei tadi tatakadagadam didam dittam kita tagadei tat takadum tatakadum tatakadum dam dittam kita tagadei tat takadum tatakadum tatakadum dam dittam kita tagadei tatti kita tagadam 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 dittam tadi kita tagadei tadi 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 kita tagadam tadi kita tagadei tadi kita tagadam dittam tadi kita tagadei tadi tatakadagadam dittam tadi kita tagadei tadi tam dittam tadi kita tagadei tadi dam tam dittam tadi kita tagadei tadi dim tam dittam tadi kita tagadei tadi tatakadagadam dittam dittam kita tagadei tadi kita tagadam dittam kita tagadei tatti kita tagadam dittam kita tagadei tatti kita tagadam dittam kita tagadim tadim 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 dam dittam kita tagadei tatti kita tagadam dittam kita tadim 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 dam dittam tadi kita tagadei tadi kita tagadam 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 dittam tadi kita tagadei tadi kita tagata rita jam tarida jam tari jag tarite tathingina tum takata thingina tum takathiku tathingina tum tam dit tam. Drukutaka taka drukutaka 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 taka drukutaka 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 taka drukutaka drukutaka dalam kudum takkada drakadum datte ya deyum ta tattam kitataka tadim 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 targadum tattim 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 targadum tattim tattim tattim.
The next offering of Dottamottama Seva is the offering of Sangeeta Seva at the feet of Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Sangeeta Priya Sangeetam Avadharaya.
सुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्याधिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतम् भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. कमलसुलोचनि विमलतटाकिनि मरलगामिनि करिहरमध्ये बिम्बनानाविदु मण्डलरे रे चन्दनकुङ्कुम सङ्कलिता परिमल कस्तूरी तिलकदरे अज्जाजिशय्या करकुचघन गज नम्बोज करलगामिनि हरिमरमध्ये बिम्बनानाविदु मण्डलरे रे.
You all must be wondering, why? Why Hinduism? Why I'm sitting every day and listening to Nitya Satsangs? Of course, we all know how transformative it has been. to each of us in our personal lives. But what is it, that one thing that makes you all come back again and again to watch the Nitya Satsang every day, day in and day out? For that very reason, that transformative reason, that devotion to your Guru makes you come back again and again and reconnect to him every day, because reconnecting to your Guru is reconnecting to your best personality inside of you, the best characterization inside of you. That's what your Guru reminds you every day of. Your highest potential, the best you can be as a human being, the best in a profession you can be, the best, the perfect human being you visualize yourself to be and you want the society to be around you is reflected in your Guru. Now take this moment to share this joy, this oneness, this peace, the devotion to your Guru with all your friends, family, and even people you do not know. Because you're not just spreading transformation, you're spreading something more beyond that. You're going to be leaving this one action of yours, this 30-second action of yours is going to be leaving a permanent impact in people's hearts, in people's minds, in people's lives, leading to transformation, leading to joy around them in their families and their societies. Isn't it amazing? Just one small action of yours leading to a huge transformation. The transformation of every human being to live joyfully with peace and bliss. When I was a child, I used to go to temple regularly, coming from a middle class Hindu family. Going to temples every week or twice a week was a routine with my Purvashram parents. I would go, stand in front of all the deities and worship, and I would just look at them and wonder, why am I here? What am I doing? And I would talk to them like they were my personal friends or buddies, or like nowadays kids talk to Barbie dolls. I would talk to the deities, and I think most of my generation people would be relating to deities versus dolls. And then in my teenage, I went through a rebellion period where I was like, no, God has not given me anything at all. Everything I have asked, He has not given me. I don't think there's a real God in life. It's a figment of my imagination. Then I just went into atheism for a few years, which a lot of my friends were very happy to propel me towards. They really told me that there was no God. Everything is your hard work. What you want to establish is completely your hard work. It has got nothing to do with God. There is no God. Of course, the philosophy and religion of atheism. So from theism, I jumped into atheism, and I was very happy with it because it made me feel, I'm liberated. I am my own person. Then, if that is true, I am my own person. I have charted my life. I have chosen willfully what I need to do, what I don't need to do. I have chosen the path that gave me success in what I choose. I have made conscious decisions in all those. Yet, there was something missing. I was successful as an actress. I had a great family. I had wonderful friends. I had actually nothing that would ever make me depressed. In fact, I was not in depression, just to be clear on that. I had everything going for me in life. I had great friends, wonderful family, a fantastic career. But then, there was something inside me that told me, no, you're still not happy. There was one space inside my heart. I would call it my heart. I'm, after all, a layman. I would call it my heart at that point of time. It says, no, you have so many things going for you. Still, there is something more. There is something more you need to find out, something more you need to seek. So that's when I made my U-turn back into going to deities, talking to them, going to worship to temples. The one thing I found a huge difference from my atheism period and coming back into my religion in worshipping gods was, I found it brought me a lot of peace. I was so complete with myself. Those few moments I was in front of the deities. Just those few moments, I will not say it was a complete day, but I found there was little peace that I found when I went to temples, worshipped so many deities. So now, I was so grounded on my experience that nothing was going to take me back and away from my religion, my belief of deities, worshipping them, talking to them, looking at them. And still there was something missing. I would go to temple day in and day out, like every day before I go to work, before I go for my work. I would first go to temple, stop by, look at the deities, and it was like a huge bond between me and the deities. Still, even though that momentary peace was there in my heart, and I would feel so happy seeing them, seeing the deities, worshipping them, offering everything I have in my heart to them, I would still feel, no, something is missing. What is it that I'm missing in life? What is it that I need to find out? What is it? What is it? What is it? The what of my life, the why I am here of my life. I was searching for it. In all the books, in all the temples. I think I've read almost all philosophies. Be it Sikhism, Zennism, a few texts of Upanishads. And I was exploring this. I came across a beautiful story of Sant Namdev. This is a story that's one of the few stories that has retained in my heart, in my memories. Sant Namdev was a proponent, or let me say, he gave birth to the modern day Bhakti movement as we know it. The one scene that is so beautifully described in his life story was, he comes searching from northern part of India to see Vittala, and the moment he sees him, actually, even when I'm telling the story, I can feel that experience because that experience has led me to so many experiences in life that makes me understand what he would have felt when he saw Vittala in the temple. Now, Vittalacharya temple is a very, very famous temple for another form of Sri Krishna. So when he entered the temple and he saw the form of Vittala, the form of Krishna as Vittala, he fainted. He lost the human consciousness in joy and bliss. So when I read the story, I never understood, superficially, yeah, you do understand what they say when you read certain books and the words, but I never connected to it at a very deep level. And I was wondering how it would feel. Why will I see a form of a deity and faint? Is it real? How can I experience it if it is real? If it's not real, why will someone imagine such a story and write it down as part of someone's life? So it must be real. How do I experience it? I really didn't know how to experience it. So I would continue going to temples and worshipping gods and asking them, what is it that they have experienced when they see you? The joy, the bliss, or the space of enlightenment. Or as Swamiji said beautifully, it's a Satori experience that they've experienced. What is it that they experience? How does it feel inside of you? What is it that makes them experience that makes them dedicate their life, that decision that they take to live their life just for you? While I was searching for this experience, one day, I had a very, very brief glimpse of it in Tirupati temple. I would say very, very brief because I started doubting if it was even an experience because I was completely lost in that. I was so filled with joy and it felt like very temporary phase. And when I came out of the temple, I was like, God, why was such a brief experience? I'm not even sure whether it is real or a dream. Now, how am I supposed to evaluate what I experienced? So now I had a brief glimpse of it in the temple and I wanted to know more about it. How do you, and what is it that makes you experience this? Is it because of the energy of the temple? Or is it because of something else? What is it? What is it that makes people experience this extreme bliss and joy? Is it real or is it just a chemical reaction in us? While I was searching for answers for these, I attended a program by my guru, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. And that experience was, I do not have words to share what it was, but I will try my best to experience what it was. You can call it oneness, or again I'll just repeat what Swamiji said that time. It's an experience of Sathori. It feels every inch of you, inside of you, has bloomed like how flowers bloom. I have never actually seen flowers bloom in progress, but have experienced it inside of me, into every nerve, in every pore of my blood, in every bone. I lost the feeling that I had a bone, I had a flesh, and I was just lost in that space, I think, for, I cannot even say for how long. And that's when I realized that this is what the great saints have experienced when they see God. I didn't know what it was. I could not explain it. It was nothing. I think this is the first time I'm sharing that experience. So my words may not be able to expand the experience the way I felt at that moment. But I do know that each and every one of you who are watching this, who log in to watch Swamiji's morning satsangs, have experienced this glimpse of oneness, where you are no longer yourself. You are not limited to this body. You are beyond this body. And Swamiji has just given simply this experience by just one touch, one diksha, and one darshan. Because I remember when I was reading Namdev's life, he has struggled many, many, many years to get this experience that he had with Vittala. He kept searching for it, yearning for it, crying for it, for many years. And then when he came across Vittala, he lost his consciousness, human consciousness, and was so entranced. That was the same experience I had when I did my very first program with Swamiji. If anybody asks me, can I actually put it in a word, bottle it, and present it to someone else? I can't. This is an experience that makes you realize that it's only a guru who can complete you to completion. Make you feel, yes, I have reached the end of my search. Because after I did the very first program with Swamiji, that yearning inside me, that search inside me has stopped. It feels that I have found a home. It feels I have come home. That's how I felt when I first reached Adi Kailash. It felt I have come home. I'm sure that all the Kailaya-vasis resonate with my words when I say, the first step you enter into the gate of Adi Kailash, you feel you've reached home. And you don't need to go anywhere else. You don't need to search anywhere else. You have everything inside of you. You have everything here because you have finally found home with your Guru. The one thing that all of us search for. Every human being seeks this. They want to know the why of our existence. All of us want to know the what of our existence. But nobody can give you. Even your search cannot give you those answers unless it's a Guru. And unless the Guru is an enlightened master. And unless the Guru is Avatar himself. When I say the word Avatar or address Swamiji as Bhagavan, it is not just words. It is not just titles, superficial titles that we need to utter. It is the experience that I have based on which I feel authentically that it is Paramashiva himself in the form of Swamiji, because there is nobody else in this planet who can make you feel so complete with yourself. Not only just by darshan or diksha, but constantly training you, teaching you. And the last 10 years I have been in the Adinam around Swamiji, I have seen and experienced his endless patience, his endless giving space for others, and the word large-hearted is really, really small for for Swamiji's heart and the space with which he holds each of us. He's always constantly giving hope. The one thing that will always remained in myself, is Swamiji's word. Human beings are good. You just need to show them that they are good. I just feel if this one philosophy, if this one teaching reaches to the world, reaches to every human being, there would be no violence, there would be no war. I am always amazed. I have seen in the last 10 years so many people coming, living with us, the way they have behaved, some people going, some people coming back. And like every human being, going through our mood swings, anger, upsetting ourselves, withdrawing from the world, withdrawing from everything. Throughout all this, the only stable thing, again I'm saying the words I'm expressing are so limited in defining who Swamiji is or what he does. What he does for each one of us. For myself personally also have seen. I have never seen him give up on any human being, no matter what kind of things they have done, how badly they have behaved, how wickedly, as I would term it, socially wicked they have been, or however selfish they have been. I have never seen him say, no, I don't want this person anymore. He will never change. No, I don't want him here. Please tell him to go. Or I don't want to see this person because last time when I saw him, he didn't give me what I wanted. I wanted help. Or anything of those things. They're such immature conversations, and I have forgotten those conversations after I saw Swamiji. He's always like, it's okay. They're human beings. And remember, Ma, all human beings are good. We just need to show them that they are good. And that is what I feel whenever I see Swamiji. He reminds in me what I want to be as a human being. I will not say the peak of goodness may sound an odd word, but that's what I feel every time when I see him. I want to be like him, and being like him means being without violence, being without anger, being without rage, being without any of the silly emotions, and basically, let me sum it up, being enlightened. I think I am on a long path towards that, but I hope to make it with Swamiji's grace and blessings. But he has always reminded me of the goodness inside me, that I too can be good, and I too am good, and I too can be a better human being than what I am, no matter how badly I have behaved in the last few days, or the last year, or the last moment. Every moment is new. Every moment is for change. Every moment is for expansion. This is what I have seen and learnt, and while living around Swamiji. And this is such a great opportunity for me to share these small stories, these small experiences in my limited way, in my limited understanding with each of you all. It is this great philosophy of Swamiji's which needs to live, which needs to run through millions of years, not just limited to me, to ourselves, or to our generation or the next generation. Human beings deserve this philosophy of Swamiji's, this touch of Swamiji's, this care of Swamiji's while he is in this body. The one thing that Swamiji has told once, and I remember, is I mean, I remember many things he said, but this is another thing that I've always shared with many people is, while I'm on this planet Earth, while I'm in this body, it is foolish for human beings to suffer. So, if we all feel the same, which I am sure you all do, please share Swamiji's morning satsangs with all your friends on Facebook, YouTube, Instagrams, Twitter, and any other platforms, digital platforms, to all your friends, family, and everybody else you know or you don't know. And this is a great opportunity to educate your friends about Kailasa, the only Hindu nation in the world. We need to have this nation, this country, to vibrate this goodness of Swamiji. I would say philosophy is a very small word that Swamiji is teaching. Every aspect, every part of Swamiji is something that every human being deserves to know, deserves to experience, not just now, but for generations to come and for many decades to come. And Kailasa, the nation, is the first step towards that. Kailasa as a nation that is going to be revived. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Kailasa is the nation where the enlightened civilization is going to be revived by Bhagavan himself. Paramashiva himself, who is here in this planet in the form of Swamiji. Take this moment to sign up our form and become a member. And put in your interest what aspect of this nation building you would like to be part of. Which part of this historic nation building you would like to participate in or volunteer in or donate. Because I know what you are experiencing right now, the completion in your heart when you're waiting to see Swamiji, the joy in your eyes, the smile in your face is something you want to leave for your next generation, for your children, for your grandchildren, for many generations. This is something that you would want your families to carry forward. And the one sure shot way of doing that is becoming part of a Kailasa nation and spreading and helping in reviving the enlightened civilization. Just take a moment to fill the forms, mark your interest and your addresses, and we'll get in touch with you. Because now we have a common interest to move forward, to look forward, to work together in life. The moment you're finished filling the form, marking your interest, get back to the space of completion that you experience when you see Swamiji. And let's all get into the space of oneness with Swamiji, so his words are not just words for us. They become an experience. Words becoming an experience is only possible when you listen to the words of your master, of your guru, who is not just a guru, he's Avatar himself, Paramashiva himself, who has come to the planet to make us all experience not just enlightened consciousness, but on that path towards enlightened consciousness, the best of you, to experience you in your essential nature. Please switch off your phones or put them in silence. Shut down all outside noises. And let's get into the meditative space and the state to receive Swamiji's words and experience. And I request all of you all to share your experiences with Swamiji on your Facebook pages. What I've shared is just a very small experience in my 10 years life so far. But each of you all will have much more to share. And if you want us to share your stories and your experiences, please, we are more than happy and excited to do that. That's something we always look forward to So you can leave your comments and stories in the comment section, either in the YouTube channel you're watching or in the Facebook pages, or you can message me in my Facebook page. And we'll be so happy to share your experiences with Swamiji to the world. Looking forward to hearing your wonderful stories in your journey with the Enlightened Master, with Bhagavan himself. Now, let's just wait in the meditative state to receive Swamiji.
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham